Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor X here with Good Clean Gaming RX, and today we are back in Blender for some more modeling. Today I think I'm going to be working on a couple of boxes in crates, possibly a barrel. So let's just go ahead and jump right into that. I'm going to go ahead and move all of these, and we're just going to grab them and move them off to the side. There we go. Perfect. And go ahead and start adding in the pieces that we're going to need. Right, so I'm going to bring this down to about 12 vertices or 12 sides on that one. I'm going to bring the radius down to about 0.75 meters. No, we want that to be about 0.325. There we go, because we want diameter to be about, that's probably even a bit too big there. Let's go 0.25. Okay, there we go. So that's going to go 0.5 meters, which is about 1.5 feet. So that's, maybe that's a little bit too small. Let's go 0.3. This will be 1/3 of a meter, so we're looking about pretty close to 2 feet across there. That's a good size. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add an n-gon in for there, and go ahead and jump into edit mode using tab. Okay, so for today's video we're going to go ahead and make a barrel to start with. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and extrude this up vertically. Let's do this, let's say about 1 meter, and that's quite tall. I think I've got things maybe a little bit out of scale here. Meters, 3 and a bit feet. Yeah, it's maybe a little bit too tall. Let's bring that down. Grab Z and let's do this 0.25. Oop. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, and we'll just use that. Boy, this one is still a little bit small there. We'll have to scale those up maybe a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better there. Alright. And we'll scale that up a tad as well. There we go. Okay. That's a bit better, a bit more in proportion. That gives us a decent size there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back into edit mode here. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of loop cuts here with Control R. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and scale these just a tad until we get a good barrel shape there. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to use the face and make an inset face here. There we go, and extrude this one down slightly, scale it slightly. There we go, so that we've got the inside of a barrel. Okay, or the top lid, I suppose, would be a little bit more accurate. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to make another loop cut here. I'm going to bring this down about right there and make another one here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to no. Let's see here. Where's the loop slide? Edge slide. There we go. We'll go ahead and move that up slightly. Perfect. Okay, and we'll go ahead and move this just so that we've got a couple of rings there. Okay, we're going to go back to using face here and do that and extrude, scale, shift to Z so they're not going up any. There we go, and then do the same here. Alright, and do the same for that bit there. Okay, good. So that's got us the basics of a barrel. That was pretty easy. I'm going to go ahead and do the same for this end here as I did up the top. I'm just going to do a little inset face there, extrude that up vertically, and scale it out just a tad so it looks a little bit more like the bottom of a barrel. There we go. Okay, good. I think I'm just going to leave it at that for right now. So we'll go ahead and tab out of there. I think perhaps the one thing that I'm going to do with a lot of these, let's go ahead and tab into the select all and then deselect the outside edges. There we go, and we want to go ahead and do mesh smooth. Let's see here, smooth faces. There we go. And that'll give it a little bit more of a round appearance from the front. And we're going to do the same for these. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And we'll go ahead and mesh. Let's see here, view. No, it is mesh. Normals, shading, weights, smooth faces. That's not quite the effect I was looking for. Let's also deselect that one. And that one. That one. And that one. And this one and that one. And then go edit, mesh, shading, smooth faces, and select invert, and we're going to go mesh, shading, flat faces. That's maybe a little bit better. Still not quite the effect I was looking for. Let's go into world here and check on the lighting. Scene, it's world, view tool, pull display. Here we go. That gives us just a little bit more realistic lighting there. Perfect. Okay, now as you can see, all of the these are way too shiny, but for right now we're just going to leave those all right like they're at, as we're really only concerned with the modeling of the individual pieces. Could really probably do the same with all of these as well. There we go, good. I'm going to all of those we really can't see. Go ahead and go in and try and get each of them as well. There we go. Okay, good. And we'll go ahead and go mesh, normals, shading, smooth faces. Okay, there we go. And they look just a little bit more like logs now because we're not seeing all of the rough edges on those. Okay, so we've got our barrel. Let's see about making ourselves a crate. And go ahead and grab this and move it, and we'll just put it over there for right now. I'm going to go with the plane. I'm going to drag this down to about, let's see here, 0.75 meters. Yeah, that'll work. Still a little bit large perhaps. Let's do, 0.75, but 0.66 meters will be just about good there. I think that's pretty close to 2 feet, which I think is pretty decent for a crate. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to extrude this up. Actually, let's see here. How do I want to do this? Let's, go ahead and get into this, and we'll do an inset face here. Okay, and I'm really not worried about, well, do I want to do it that way, or do I want to do it let's see, can I do individual, normal, individual origins, and I want to grab these and move them on the X. No, there's no way to do that either. Okay, we'll just leave it like that for right now then. We're going to paint these later anyways. Now the one thing that I do want to do then is make a cut from here to there, and then another one from here to there, just so that we've got a cross brace there. Go ahead and get each of these and extrude them using the E key, like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and we'll take all of this and we're going to duplicate it. Shift D, Z, scale, Z -1, and grab it and move it 0.66 in the Z direction. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab that and Shift D and rotate on the X. Whoa, that's not what I was looking for. Let's go back to global here. And median point, there we go. Shift D, rotate on the X. And let's do that 90 degrees. There we go, good. And then Shift D, rotate on the Z. There we go. That's just a quick way to duplicate things around there. And I'm going to go ahead now and move some of these slightly because they are not exactly what I was looking for. So we're going to go ahead and grab this and move it, let's see here, on the X-axis until it lines up pretty nicely there. Just do about right there. We'll go to the orthographic so we can zoom in a little bit better. Okay, grab on the X, and we'll go ahead and move that in right like that. Okay, now that being said, we're going to go ahead and select this one, go to the front face again, and then we're going to drag this over, jump up to the top here just so we can see exactly what we're doing. And just drag those like that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take this one. I'm just going to drag this off to the side here. While we get these organized the way that we want them. There we go, that'll work. And then we're just going to go ahead and deselect that using the A key. And then go ahead and grab these and move them. So that they line up nicely enough. Right there. Okay, and this one should line up nicely there as well. Good, good. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to grab this one, move it over, drag that into position there. Okay, and we're going to have to scale this slightly. So we're going to scale Shift Z and do about right there. And then we're going to go ahead and grab this and move it till it lines up nicely there. And I'm not worried if it's just a little bit off. There we go. Let's go ahead and move that up on the Z axis slightly. Because a crate's not going to be put together exactly perfectly. So I'm really only worried about making sure that it's pretty close. There we go. Good. And we'll slide around to the side here and make sure that's where we want it as well. Alright. Very good. So we've got a crate, we've got a bot or a barrel, we've got a log, campfire, and a spit. Okay. Let's see here. What else can we make? I'm going to make a bucket quickly, because that's something that we might have while we've got a campfire going, so that we could put out the fire if we need to. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll just make a circle again here. We don't want this one to be very large, so let's make this one 10. and this one's only going to be about, let's see here, 0.25, let's do about 0.2, and even that's probably just a little bit too big. Let's go 0.15. I'd say that's pretty good, relatively speaking. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get into here, and we're going to go and do an inset face. Actually, no, we're not quite going to do that. Yes, yes we are. Yes, we're going to go ahead and do that inset face. And we're going to go ahead and take this, and we're going to extrude it down like you'd see the end of a bucket. And go ahead and actually, I'm going to go ahead and oops. Do that, very good. Do that one, and I'm going to go ahead and hit make face there, and then we'll go ahead and get rid of those edges. Whoop, no, that's not going to work. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but as I'm not quite sure what it is, we're just going to go with this way of doing it. Because it works for right now. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select the faces again. Oops. Did we miss one there? Looks like we missed one there. Alright, and we're going to select this one as well and extrude them up slightly. And then we're going to deselect that one and extrude them up as well. And then we're going to scale them just slightly. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to, there we go, scale this up slightly on the Z-axis, and then we're going to extrude scale Shift Z to make a band there. And we'll make another band there. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and move that up just a little bit. go ahead and add a circle. Vertices we're going to move down to about 6. Radius is going to be about 0.05, and then we'll go ahead and drag that up. That's still quite a bit too large, so we'll go ahead and scale that down some. And we'll go ahead and grab that and move it over. Rotate it on the Y90. Grab it and move it down. Extrude it out slightly. There we go, good. Now I'm going to go ahead and select that using L and move it on the X-axis until it's right on the edge there. Good. Now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take this and I'm going to go ahead and begin extruding this so that we can make a bucket handle. Alright. Okay, now I'm going to try something here. Mirror interactive on the X global. Oops. Mesh mirror on the X global. And we'll go ahead and move these over. Till we've got a pretty good one right there. And then, whoa, what was that? There we go. Go into wire mode here. Select these, and then we're going to go mesh. Let's see here. Ooh, clean up. Let's see here. Bisect. Vertex. Merge vertices. Oh, no. Vertex. Let's see, merge, remove double vertices. There we go, perfect, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and we'll select this face here and delete the faces. There we go. And that has essentially welded those together so that we've gotten a bucket handle there. Now, I think we'll just go ahead and leave that right there. So we've got a bucket, a barrel, and a chest made today. Our little scene is starting to move along quite nicely. Very good. Alright, I think we'll just go ahead and leave that right there. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. And if you've got any ideas for what you'd like for me to model next, go ahead and leave a comment down below letting me know. Alright, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. I will see you guys in the next video. Ta-ta.